Just so you guys know, what you hear in the stream right now is the sound of a man who is taking care of his children all the way up to the streaming moment for you guys, and I'm quickly eating food. This is how much I love you. We're getting started very, very soon. Give me 1 second to digest, and we're going live, baby. Hello. Nailed it. We're only about 30 seconds late, okay? Tell you what, that's about the fastest I've ever eaten a burrito. How is everybody doing out there? Oh my gosh. I am your community ambassador, Eric Schrader, and I'm the most professional streamer you will ever see in your life. Oh my gosh. I just want to say, I'm excited for everything that we're going to be able to do for you guys in the next coming weeks, because I know that a couple people have caught some information that was put out there publicly, and we didn't actually even know how publicly it was going to go, when those drops would be. So good eye to each one of you out there who caught that stuff. And yeah, we're confirming all of those things that have been seen. We'll talk a little bit about that as we go. I saw that there were some people who need to kind of dip in, dip out really quick. We are going to start off with photo mode, so that's a plus. And I also just want to say, these details of what I'm about to show you, I want you to take some notes, okay? We're going to add some UI to make it a lot easier. What am I alluding to? Well, when the alpha drops, we want you to be able to take the most glorious photos ever, right? Of course. So that's why part of the reason I'm showing you photo mode today and some of the options that you will have. So let's go ahead and fly our ship. I think this is actually the same ship we used last time. Here, I want to change one thing just to be a little bit cheeky. So hang on a second before we engage these guys. Oh, that energized boost sound though, that's new. That's exciting. Isn't that great? First, I'm gonna change the way the cockpit looks just a little bit. I kind of like that one. We'll keep it sleek and clean. Okay, that's good. We're gonna go ahead and use this. What was that? Oh, I don't know. All right, let's go battle some guys. Ouch, that sniper though. Why is it always a sniper? Some new sound effects maybe? Updated weapon sounds again? That would be great. Also, thank you to the person who is messaging me on Slack. I've got some really cool stuff to show you in the stream later. I hope you're excited to see it. I have a file that's being sent to me right now that's going to be shown to you guys in a little bit. That's how on point we are, last second additions to the stream. Oh, it's glorious. Ouch, that hurt. Okay, hang on a second. We gotta We gotta move around a bit. Oh, we are taking so much damage. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to get a really good angle, a really good shot on a guy. It's gonna make some things look pretty glorious. Here, let's try this. Goodness gravy, those explosions. Hang on. This isn't really the best angle, but let's just show you what we can do with some shots. This one will work for now. Okay, so this is the action freeze mode. What it allows you to do, just as you noticed, is it takes a slice of the combat, the situation. Actually, hang on a second. There, now this is bad. Hang on. I want a little bit more health, so we can do something really gnarly here. My goodness. These are some really aggressive negotiations. What a firefight. I was expecting things to go a little bit more to my favor. This'll work for the moment. This'll work for the moment. Okay. This is a little bit better than the other one. So, with the action freeze, when things just completely freeze, you do have a number of options to change things around. The first option, in fact, is that you can just navigate freely around the ship. And this is the exact same way that it works in EVERSPACE 1. So whenever you go to action freeze, it's the Z button in EVERSPACE 1, it's the Z button in EVERSPACE 2, and you move the mouse around and it's locked onto your ship. Now, if you want to have a more precise angle, you press the R button in EVERSPACE 2, and guess what? You now have the freedom to move the camera around. Look at this destruction coming my way. And then we added a couple new features that weren't in EVERSPACE 1. We have field of view, which we can navigate to our liking. Then we also have let's see, aperture, which we can change. It's not going to show too much of an effect here, unfortunately. And then we also have exposure, which you can see is getting changed considerably based on the light. That's woo! Oh, that's a little too bright. Oh, we got to go back. So these are the three basic elements that we are providing in photo mode for now, so that you can kind of customize your shots accordingly. Let's see if we can make this a little bit more dynamic. That might be a little too dynamic. But you can see that there are some fun things to do, just starting things off. And then when you're happy with your shot, of course, you can take your screenshots in whatever capacity or degree, and whatever tools that you're using, whether it's like the Windows print screen option, if you have Ansel or what's it called, GeForce Experience, you can use that. Obviously, the Steam hotkey is F12, I believe. You can take all sorts of photos using the photo mode to capture precisely what you want. Oh my gosh, look at this long boy. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Actually, we need to change the exposure a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see. Look at that. Boom. So you can get all sorts of crazy. My eyes. And there will very likely be even more features that are added through the use of this action freeze as time goes on. And yeah, so we'll talk more about like the buttons that I used, about the action freeze when we get just a little bit closer to the alpha, because I mean, we are slowly but surely getting pretty stinking close. All right. Some of you saw that there was the what was it? I forget the name of it now. Oh my gosh. Hang on one second. I have to look it up. The gaming show, the PC gaming show. I think it was Hazy from PC, the PC Gamer gaming show. It's coming up. So you all know that we've got a trailer that we've been working on, and we're going to be showing that off at the beginning of June. So, yeah. So, yep, that's coming. That's going to be here very soon. Any way to turn off the auto exposure? Bloodstar, I don't actually know. That's a good question. But I do know that you can turn off everything by just dying. It's a very effective tool to get a nice wipe. Whoops. All right, let's just load from our last checkpoint. Aperture, you can click on the mesh that you want to be in focus. Oh. Oh, I see now. Oh my gosh. Streamer doesn't know how to use the tools that he's been given, but that's nice. That's really cool. That's really great. This power. Thank you. Thank you, Hans Christian. So depending on what you wanted to show, where you want your focus, that makes so much more sense now. Way off in the distance? Oh yeah. All right. Excellent. Neato Frito. And there's also, like, you can go a long ways away with this action freeze. Like, our ship's all the way at that base, right? And we just zoomed all the way over here to see what's going on. This is an Outlaw Madcap, for those of you who are unknown out there, haven't followed up with the contents that we've been making. These guys are little beasts because they drop mines whenever you take them out. Oh my gosh. That was loud. Whew, okay. So, there was a lot of excitement there. I did a lot of things and then I calmed down really fast. That was kind of like a quick rush of like extremes, right? It was super hectic and now it's like way too chill. So, let's start from the beginning and let's just cover all of the wonderful things, right? So, I am showing you guys action freeze. I'm going to mute a thing. Muting a thing, so you quit hearing the ping. There we go. Wonderful. Secrets are happening that you will see later in the stream. All right. Everything has been prepared accordingly. Let's get back into the game. Hi, welcome. My name is Eric Schrader, the community ambassador for Rockfish Games. I'm also a quality assurance tester and game design consultant, and I'm showing you the action freeze today for EVERSPACE 2. Woo! It's like everything that happened before didn't happen. What's really great about action freeze is that you can take a screenshot anywhere in any capacity that you want just by the pushing of a button. And again, I have a knack for getting really bad shots. Okay, this is much better. So, whenever you go into this mode, you can unlock the camera, right? And then you have these varying modes as well that you can adjust the field of view, or in this case, you could make it get a little bit more wonky like that. Oh, actually, I quite like that. That's pretty slick. But then you can change your aperture. Whoa, too much. Too much! Oh, how can we go back? I don't think there's any going back. Oh my gosh, we destroyed it. Is there a way to reset the aperture, Hans Christian? Oh wait, there is! Yes! I just have to, okay. Wonderful, everything is fine. Guys, I'm telling you, we're having fun. This is good, this is good, okay. But then you can also adjust the exposure, maybe darken this up a little bit since we got those bright lights. I really like the shot. That's actually an Outlaw sniper drone. who's slowly locking in using those 3 lights to lock onto my ship and just blast me. I can't believe I just bumped my mouse like that. Oh my gosh. And you're gonna be able to get all sorts of shots, right? All sorts of shots. Boom. So we covered action freeze twice. For those who missed it, and for those who are here early. Excellent. Super yay. And we're looking forward to seeing everything else that you guys are gonna shoot once the alpha drops soon. TM. Asterisk. Exclamation point. Oh my gosh. So I also wanted to answer a couple questions that I saw. Let me pop over to the chat to make sure that I get them answered real quick. Oh my gosh, game. Calm down. Everybody's asking questions. So let's answer these real quick. So Captain Richard actually asked quite some time back. He said, I noticed there was no pilot in the ship seat when you were changing canopies. Will there be pilot avatars in the game? So a simple answer to that is in EVERSPACE 1, we also didn't include pilot avatars. There was a number of reasons for this. I think the most basic response is that adding a pilot in actually makes it more simulation. For what reason? I'm not specifically sure, but that's a thing. And since we are not so much a simulation focused game and we're far more on the action arcade side, we're kind of leaving that out to envision yourself plugged in. Now, that said, a lot can still change through development. It's possible that we could add in avatars. So there's no like definitive yes or no. It's just something that we didn't explore with EVERSPACE 1 and we haven't yet with EVERSPACE 2. So that is a good question that I wanted to clarify. David over on YouTube asks, burritos in Germany? No Wiener Schnitzel? Okay, let me tell you what. Wiener Schnitzels are wonderful. They're wunderbar. However, I am just American. I do not reside inside of the Germany. And therefore, I don't have a lovely Wiener Schnitzel accessible to me. And I had to get a filthy burrito. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see. Those were the 2 most important questions that needed to be answered. Captain Richard has a follow-up and says, so in lore, the ships fly themselves. So in lore, they are actually piloted by specific characters, but implementing those characters into the ships, like I said, a lot can change, but implementing those characters into the ships could in some capacity hinder the viewpoint in first person. So again, it's something that we could explore. It's just something that we aren't taking the time to add in at this point because there's other things that we find are more imperative to the gaming experience other than having an avatar inside of the ship. But as far as gameplay is concerned, you are the ship. So it's kind of a, things can change. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So yeah, so that was action freeze in a quick nutshell. Right now we just have exposure, field of view, and aperture accessible at basically any point in time. We also have these lines that show up. If anyone's wondering like, why are those lines there? What could they possibly do for me? I don't get it. Well, let me tell you what. I went to art school, okay? This is important. There's a thing called rule of thirds, okay? I'm not making this up. Look at this shot right now. And look at the composition, which is just the general appearance of how everything looks, right? Is this an exciting shot to you? It's kind of exciting, right? It's okay. But now if we take this rule of thirds, what that means is we put emphasis on elements inside of those third elements. So it's like basically that square, you want it on the corner of the middle square, okay? So if we like change things around and we put the ship right there and we put that guy here, let's just kind of like change this around, and we're starting to see some more dynamics happening, especially when we take that drone and we just say, hey, you know what, you can go all the way over to the left. We're gonna drop our ship down a little bit, and now you see he's in that corner of the rule of thirds, that lower right. I bet none of you thought you were gonna show up to the stream and get an art lesson. But using that rule of thirds, we make a far more dynamic and far more pleasing shot to the eye just from changing the angle from this to this. Just by using that rule of thirds and dropping the ship over in that corner. Isn't that great? Isn't that super duper? So that's what those lines are going to help you kind of discover, so you don't just like take all of your shots with the ship right in the middle. Because leading what is the thing that's looking forward, that's always more pleasurable. So getting that 2/3 in front and 1/3 behind, delicious. Delicious! Kind of like burritos. All right, let's blow stuff up. Pew, 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 pew! Ooh. I don't want. Nope, get away from me. Okay. That was dangerous. Does the sound good? I hope it is. If it's quiet, you guys let me know and I'll fix it right up for you guys. Woo! Alright, this guy is my primary target now. He has offended me greatly. Let's take him down to the ground. Feels better. Feels much better. No, no, no. Don't you dare get away from me. Woo! That's one way to smoke a turkey. It's okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Push him down to the ground one more time. Got him. All right. Big threats out of the way. Woo! Alright, let's try and drop this madcap. They've got a lot of damage bringing with their auto cannons. Now, I'm not actually sure if this is going to work, but we're going to try and use this sticky turret. Nope, it bounces off the ground. Okay. I need an asteroid to use that. Woo! One of the changes to the teleporter, maybe some of you can notice, whenever I'm teleporting, I actually have a new mode enabled that upon teleporting, it spins me around so I can see behind me. Quite a nice feature if you're trying to teleport back and forth between a combat situation. Our health is looking a little dire, but I think we are going to be okay. We need just a little bit more damage, I think. Alright, that's chunky damage. I like this. Almost there, almost there. Get down. Okay, good. Let's see if we can... Okay, we grabbed one of the mines. You can have it back. Looks like I missed. Unfortunate. Okay. All right, we're gonna throw this guy into the ground because it's always satisfying when we do that. All right, see you later, nerd. Nope, nope, not quite yet. The right angle, go. Oh, that's much better. Oh. All right, perfect. Flawless interaction. Woo! Don't worry about our ship. I'm sure we can buff out those scratches. Oh my gosh. Yikes. So I'm going to grab this sticky turret capsule, and then we're going to talk about it for just a moment, in fact, because we did get some new artwork on it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I can't actually pick it up anymore. It's a capsule. Oh no. I launched it. I can't use it. I wonder if it'll stick to this. Nope. I actually have to have an asteroid. Rip sticky turret. We'll show that a little bit later in the stream. But basically, I was going to show you some new artwork. Whoops. Don't you worry about that. The main thing is that we need to repair our ship. So let's go down to this scrapyard, fix some things up, and then answer a couple more questions after that. Woo! My goodness, what an interaction. Sounds great. Good to hear. You'll probably even tell from this version, since our last stream even, we have just even more updated sounds for the weapons. What? I know, it's crazy. It's like we're still working on this through development. Okay, so let's talk about the teleporter really quick, because I see that question. And I kind of addressed it, but I didn't. So the way a teleporter works now, the new modifiers, or modes is the more specific game-related term that we are using, allows you to face the opposite direction after you teleport. So this is really good if you've got like a guy locked down, you're firing at him, he's turning your way, you teleport, and now you're basically behind him. You shoot at him, he flips around, you teleport again, you're on the other side. You're basically just teleporting back and forth while he's stuck in the middle. Oh my gosh, it's quite a delight. The other ones, Scurry, it now has a 25% chance to refund a charge upon usage, which can be very delightful, depending on how quickly you want to be jumping around. And then we have Parting Gift, which leaves a proximity mine behind. Now, I could go through all of the changes that have been made from the last version that we showed to the new version. There are other devices in there that have subtle changes here and there. There's new sound effects that were added. There's new elements like all over the place. Honestly, that would just take way too long to do because like it's constantly a work in progress. But I wanted to show you this one at the very least so you can see we're still making changes. And when you did get that sliver of all the devices we were working on, I really hope that you didn't get too attached to some of those because constant changes are still moving forward. So we're gonna go ahead and keep on face off. Keep on face off, yes. And we're gonna go ahead and repair our Starforged miner. And we are going to repair our blank hole item. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. This is armor, by the way. You can't see it, but it's actually armor. And it's actually not even doing anything for us. So let's just get rid of it. Do we have any armor that we can purchase here? Yes, we can. It's boring, it's simple, but we're gonna buy and equip it so we have something. So now you see we have an orange bar in the upper left. It looks like the ship graphic didn't update. Yes, it did. Okay, yeah. So now we are all repaired. Beautiful, gorgeous ship. Much better. Yes. Much, much better. And see with our rule of thirds, we're positioning the ship to where it's overlapping two of those points for that nice dynamic angle. More art stuff. Oh my gosh. But we are quite pleased with the results thus far of what you will be able to do. Like, this is stuff that will be accessible to you when the alpha drops soon. All right. So let's go ahead and find another space to go to. Something that could work for the stream. Ooh, that sound. You hear that? That's new and exciting. It says, hey, you idiot, you can't fly into a planet for your escape vector. Fantastic. Oh, that's also new. That's a little bit of just a slightly different effect. Oh my gosh. So many new things. All right, let's go ahead and fly around a little bit. I've got an idea in place for where we're going. And it's right over here. Unfortunately, I can't show you all the new locations, of course, because that would just be spoiling way too much. So I am kind of confined to going to certain locations over others for now. But we will find some fun stuff to do for the stream as we answer questions and show even more stuff off through the course of this. So So we're heading over to the Union Bridge. Also, actually, hang on a second. Can I? Yeah, we can look around here. This is not a photo mode in Superlight, just so that it's understood. But you can look around freely anytime by holding the Alt button, and then that's when the magic happens. Wonderful. All right. Hint of sarcasm. Heard from a streamer that was playing this demo that he just got an email asking if you wanted the demo. I are confused. But you do bring up something, and maybe we could do this right now. This is a surprise not only to you guys, but also to my boss. But we actually have a prototype key that was gifted from a member from the community who was like, I want to give this to somebody else in the community. So we're gonna have a little fun. And we're going to give you guys an opportunity to win a prototype key if you don't have one by watching the stream and collecting a specific keyword through the course of it. And if you catch that keyword and then I ask you for it later, you will in fact be put into a pool to win the key. It's as simple as that. All right. A pool. Hey, you never know. Don't get discouraged. And this is anybody on YouTube, anybody on Twitch, anybody on Mixer. It does not matter where you are watching from. You will be able to do the things. All right, let's go ahead and check out this broken drone. I think this is actually a little event that was pulled over from the prototype. I don't think it's new, and I'm not going to show you something that you're not supposed to see. I hope. So let's see what happens. Also, let's change our weapons. Let's go over to the blaster's always nice and crispy, as well as the autocannon. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and follow this broken drone. Oh, we're gonna destroy it way too fast, so we are literally just gonna follow it. All right. Oh, I see a lore question. I love lore questions during these streams, because I'm quite the lore junkie myself. I get really upset when there's like a really strong established lore, and then future iterations of the story come out in the same universe and they don't coincide with what was established. It really ticks me off, actually. So being on the team, I take a very special note to ensure that everything we established from EVERSPACE 1 is in fact bridging over and making sense in EVERSPACE 2. And if it doesn't, I yell at our creative director about it. So the question is... We got two questions. The first question, which is not pertaining to the lore, is this still a roguelike or has that been ditched for a more open world design? Biotech, this is entirely an open world RPG now. We completely ditched the roguelike formula. So yes. Then the lore-driven question is, does Adam's sister make a return? Maybe she had a clone too and continued. So, George, we have been exploring a lot of different options with the characters that have existed and still exist in the EVERSPACE lore world from EVERSPACE 1 moving into EVERSPACE 2. And we absolutely want you to find meaningful relationships with characters that you know and love, that you just found a delight with, or maybe even found an annoyance with. We want to bring those experiences through full circle as your character is progressing on his own adventure through the stars. And the answer is probably not for that, to be honest, but who knows? Anything's possible. We want to be really careful with like character death, because it's important that it is meaningful, when a character has something befall them, right? And we also want to make it important. It's not something where we just want to have a Deus Ex Machina to just yoink you out of a situation and say, oh, well, you know, you're completely fine. I mean, that's what save states are for in video games themselves, but that's restarting at a previous part of the story to keep telling the story, right? Now, I know somebody out there is being cheeky and going, well, EVERSPACE 1, you get infinite lives. That was legitimately part of the story, and in fact, the character didn't want to be stuck in a constant recycling of his life, so that was actually a challenge to overcome as opposed to a benefit, okay? So, bam! Get out of here with that. All right. Is that a satisfactory response? Oh my gosh. Bloodstar asks, in-game crossover? Wait a second, what? Hey, okay, I see what you're doing now. Oh yeah, and Michael actually did have a really good point there. Biotech, one last thing about your question, and I want to go back to this really quick. The roguelike formula still exists inside of EVERSPACE 2, but we are no longer a roguelite. Okay, so that's not what genre we fall under. We are an open world RPG now. Still an arcadey space shooter, but the reason I state that is because elements of the roguelite formula do exist in the game. For example, and we've talked about this publicly, one of the things we'd like to do in the in-game state is allow for ancient rifts to open up that provide a procedurally generated mission and locations that you go through. Sound pretty familiar? Until you reach your demise or accomplish a task. And then from there, you're kicked out and you can do them again, and they're completely random. It's kind of like getting a little sliver of EVERSPACE 1 in the in-game of EVERSPACE 2. But as far as the story's concerned, as far as the map layout is concerned, like how it's designed, how you're navigating everything, like all of this stuff is handcrafted and persistent. And that does mean that certain things you do at these locations will continue to last through the course of your story. So you might want to be a little careful if you decide to, assault a station. That could be detrimental to you in the future, or it could be really great for you too, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. So do keep those things in mind. All right. Perfect. Such big words. Oh my gosh. I know I missed some questions. Checking real quick, and then we'll get back into flying around. Yeah, no worries, Bloodstar. I understood. My small brain understood after a second read through. In my defense, I'm checking like multiple chats and trying to like keep everything collected to some degree. Will story elements develop over time, or has it all been written in stone? So we really want to have the main story down pat, even before like early access hits. Now, you're not going to experience the full story. Obviously, we don't want to spoil anything for you until the full release, but all of that stuff, we already have our vision locked in place with how the main campaign is proceeding forward. Now, from there, and where you guys play a big role in the development of EVERSPACE 2 is through your ideas and suggestions of possibly new characters to meet and new locations to explore, as well as entirely new jobs to take on through those endeavors. It's very possible, it's more than possible, that if somebody comes up with a really clever idea of a rescue mission, as an example, who knows, and it's really intricate and detailed, and it's just like, oh, it's beautiful, it's eloquently designed, we could say, hey, you know what, that might work as a side mission somewhere, and then we'd implement it there. Now, if you're like, well, I think that the main character should actually have this happen to him instead, and it needs to follow these exact specific rules on these specific missions in this specific territory because of X, Y, and Z, and because, like, whatever, that's pretty much set in stone of how we want our character to be driven forward already. Like, all that stuff's pretty well padded out. So hopefully that helps you have a better understanding, because Developer vision is really important and really needs to hit basically exactly where we started from, but we can populate everything around that and build it up through all of that rich, meaningful content that you guys share your ideas with through Discord, through Reddit, through our forums, wherever it is, to make the game even that much greater than what it would have been if we only reached our vision. Neat? I think so. Let's keep flying through space and blow this guy up. Boom! Alright, blaster. Oh, that didn't destroy that? Oops. Something didn't work there. That was supposed to destroy this. This is a nice little hidden secret. And we're able to do this much more in this game because since these locations are persistent and these are handcrafted, we now can design little secrets and nuances around these locations. There's true level design going on here. We followed that drone to kind of this little secret area in the corner, which you would only find if you followed the drone or got kind of lucky exploring this asteroid. And when you find these secrets, you can open them up and oh my gosh, look at all of these riches that we found. It looks like just a couple of items. Hey, you know what? We got clothing. That's a win. We don't have to fly nude in space. Beautiful. And we also got this little, what is this, iron? Yeah. Iron deposit. We can collect all of this stuff. Really basic mining there. I know somebody's going to ask the inevitable, well, Eric, is there any type of advanced formulas to mining, or is it just gonna be a shoot and receive kind of thing? Well, that's a fantastic question, Sir Jeffrey Schaefer. I just really appreciate it. And I can tell you 100% that we are looking into some advanced mining mechanics as well in the game, so that it's not just a simple shoot and loot mechanic, but you might have some incentives for building out specific mining gear. More on that will be in the future, so just know that we're working on it. Beautiful! Ow! Let's take this scrap metal, credits, and solar panels and go sell it for a profit. We're also going to go ahead and boost our way over here. Oh, access is denied. This is where I want to go, trading outpost. Oh, those Freelancer ships. I can't show you those yet. Don't look! Avert your eyes! Alright. Let's go to this trading outpost and don't trigger any missions, please. That would be embarrassing. Okay, good. Whew! John Fisa says, can I poop bombs? I would definitely consult your doctor if this is something that is occurring. Oh, you mean the ship? Yes. So there is one basic function for the mines right now, and that's launching them forward. I'm fairly confident we will have the ability to also drop them. So you can either launch them forward or drop them behind you. But, yeah. A good question. Or a very concerning condition. Will the story be linear, says RuneStamp, and Hazy's already answered it, but just to expand upon that a little bit further. So the way that we are designing the game is we're creating this very vast open world that you can fly around in, right? You have all these different points of interest, all these different locations that are getting built out. They're all handcrafted, so they're meaningful to be explored. You will be rewarded. A lot of jobs to interact with, side missions galore, and the campaign, the single player campaign, will guide you through specific steps and build you up through this process of the game. So you'll start off in Cedo as an example. You'll start at this place that you will kind of establish as a home base, if you will. And from there, I can't really tell you too much more of what happens, but you'll meet certain characters that ask you to go to certain places that send you over to Terminus. And then from there, they're going to have these engagements that are like, oh, hey, well, there was this other thing, and this faction's now really ticked off with you because you did a thing. Bad you. Now you have to go over to Kondar, you know, etc., etc. And it does take you on a linearized story for the main character. Yes. But at any point in time you wish, you can break away from that main story and you can do whatever the heck you freaking want. You can go fight the GMB even though they're totally on your side. You can go try and make nice with some outlaws. You can completely devastate anything and everything. You can go shopping on a shopping spree and then just turn yourself into a trader because you find a nice little trade route to find profits from. Or you can just keep on taking up job offers from all the local stations and just get filthy freaking rich and also optimize your reputation, which we did show last time. Hopefully we can get into that a little bit today. So, yes, all of those exterior things you can do as you will, whenever you want, however you want, nothing's stopping you. But as far as the main character's story, it is locked in place to progress in a linear capacity. So it's very clear what you will have to do and how to do it. Woo! A very good question. Awesome. Hint of Sarcasm asks, so infinite side quests. So let's actually pop this open really quick. So people have already seen this. These are actually like main quests. Okay, so the Wingman Part 1, you can read that out loud, you know, however you want. We actually showed this on stream quite some time back as the tutorial, okay? So we see that we're going to have those story-centric missions that we are guided through in that linear sense, and then to populate various jobs and whatnot, you would go to your completion of earning your reputation with the various factions of EVERSPACE 2. So for example, there are these 3 different sub-factions of Gradient Brunt Prospects, which are a mining monopoly that takes over the demilitarized zone. And each one of these options rewards you with something new the higher your standing gets with that particular sub-faction. So for here, you can see that GMB Mining, we are proven with them, and we received some basic goods for our services. For, where was that? I think it was removed. At one point, there was a passive that you're given. So I'll just use this as an example. Maybe it'll be added. Maybe it won't. I don't know, actually. But it could be that if you get to a certain level with your standing, you might get a passive bonus, just straight up passive bonus that like doubles the speed of your corrosion effects. Okay, so it could be very beneficial to keep on taking various jobs that are going to be at random. I think right now we have like 7 or 8 different types of jobs. It's going to be more than that in the full game, which hopefully I can show you a job or two so you can kind of see what generates there. But yes, those will forever be in the game where you can constantly go to a station, pick up a new job, go complete it, get your reward, etc., etc. So there's definitely that lasting replayability factor with the different factions. I see another so many follow-up questions. This is great. These are great. You guys are very on point today. So we're going to start early and then go later. So Gurn says, what about finding a downship from Everspace 1 on like one of every 15 planets? One of every 15 planets? That would be a little excessive, but I'm totally on for finding Everspace 1 down ships. That would be pretty dope, wouldn't it? Will the Outlaw Dreadnought already be in the alpha version of Everspace 2, or is it too early? It will very likely be in the alpha because it was in the prototype. We'll see where we can plug it in for you to experience. Any capital ships or still only fighter jet crafts? So Biotech, this is a good question. We are entirely focused on fast-paced light fighters. Well, I shouldn't say light because some of them are pretty beefy. The size, the range of the fighters that you get, I'm going to use Star Wars as an example because who doesn't know Star Wars? You start, you can get a ship down to the size of like an A-wing, all the way up to the size of about a Millennium Falcon and everything in between. So those are kind of your ranges of your ships and the size that you'll be flying, but you're not going to be piloting any like major frigates or capital ships or anything like that as far as the main story and most of the experience is concerned. Then let's see. Jeremy asks another really good question. How long is the game, the main story? So we're aiming for a solid 20-hour experience, probably 30 hours for those who are taking a little bit more of their time, and maybe even upwards 40 hours if you are being incredibly thorough with the main story. So 20 hours, I would say, is kind of like the baseline of what you'd be experiencing just for the main story alone. But obviously you can branch away from that and go do your own thing, which can add however many extra hours you want. Some people really dig that kind of concept and they'll add 100+ hours, right? Some people only add 5, and that's totally fine. But still, that's kind of what we're looking at, about a 20 to 30 hour experience there. Will there be any ships in game with larger cargo holds for trading runs? So yes. Cargo units are a module that allows you to hold more based on its level and capacities and whatnot. But the varying ship classes that you will find, there is a heavy class that would make a lot of sense to hold more cargo naturally, yeah? So it's very likely that that will be the case. We'll see how things develop as time goes on, but just know that the different ships are all going to be very distinguished from one another. I got one more question, 2 more questions on YouTube, and then I'm going to jump over to Twitch, who's just bombarding me with questions. Oh my gosh, you guys. So Paul asks, are you going to be able to deploy drones for mining or attacking? The answer to that is yes. We'll have more information in the future. Zientist asks, also welcome to the stream. I see you all the time. Actually, I think I have some of your fan art to show today. Is a minigame for mining still planned, or did you just end up going for a regular old shoot the asteroid deposit? A minigame is still on the table. So, actually, can I get clarification, Hanselquat? Is that still on the table, or is that actually? Can we tell people? I don't know if we are or if we aren't. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Isn't it beautiful when you come to a live stream with the developers, when they're answering all your questions and then they get stumped on something that they should really clearly know? It's fantastic. Okay, yes, the answer is yes. We are, in fact, working on and planning to create a minigame for mining. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now some questions over on Twitch, and then we'll get back into the game space. We'll do some more stuff, and then we're going to show some things. Oh my gosh. So how many areas per system can we expect? Okay, so the general response that I like to give, and it's very general, a lot can change, is that we are aiming for a solid 10 areas, 10 handcrafted locations per solar system. That means that we have 8 solar systems. That's 80 massive handcrafted explorable locations. And you can see just from all the question marks here that there's more than 10 in this starting area. So when I say 80, I could be very much undershooting that, but just get that visual in your mind. 80 massive explorable handcrafted locations. Whew. So let's shoot for that right now. Let's see. We got, can we bomb whoever we want? I mean, technically, yeah. How many different factions are we going to have? That is a really tricky question to answer without me getting hurt by my boss. Basically, it's going to be a pretty substantial number, but it's also not going to be so overwhelming that you're like trying to like keep track of all these details on like your additional spreadsheet that you have on the side. Like, we want it to still be a very simple, fast-paced way to engage with these different factions, to build your reputation systems and have those interactions accordingly without any like crazy depth to it. At the end of the day, it's really going to come down to, are you doing things for them? Excellent. You get stuff. Are you not doing something, or are you being aggressive towards them? Excellent. You lose stuff. And that's going to be the bulk of how that reputation system truly works. There are additional details about how these different regions could be impacted in the game world as well. So for example, we're in the home turf, as you can see right here, whereas these are the GMB mining fields. So like if we were in the GMB mining fields and we just completely tick off the GMB, we could have a lot of trouble based on how much damage we've caused anytime we're in this entire region. So no matter if we're over here in this undiscovered site, or if we're in the Ulcer, or if we're in Sharbiz, that place, the scrapyard, or if we're in Nefty's Plains, you're going to have some trouble with GMB. Simple, straight to the point, right? Kind of in that sense. Will you get passive debuffs for being close to enemy stations? It's possible. There could be a lot of different powers and abilities through itemization. So you'll have to be checking to see what your items grant you. Some of the stuff that we have right now is pretty basic. We just have like the sensor giving additional attribute bonuses and can't be overheated. This one gives more handling, which I love. Let's see, we got this shield that deals 70% of energy back toward the causer's own shield. That's pretty great. Something within this could be, I don't know, something as simple as like, I don't know, when near a station, get 15% bonus attack. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be a lot more active abilities that show up through the items, so you have to be very careful and considerate of what you want to apply and how you're going to use that in the heat of the moment. Oh my gosh, so many questions. I'm going to answer just a couple more, then I'm going to skip y'all's questions. That's right, I'm going to ghost you so we can play some more, then we'll get back to your questions. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I said Dreadnought, didn't I? Goodness gravy. Okay, so I have to rewind real quick. Somebody asked about the Outlaw Dreadnought. I was thinking of the Destroyer. Whoops! So, retcon, Outlaw Destroyer was in the prototype. It will very likely be in the alpha. As far as the Dreadnought, I don't know the state of the Dreadnought in being built out. My guess is in the alpha, no. But it could show up later, like in the beta, or I think that would probably be ready around the early access, is my guess. This is straight my guess. Like, I know that there's somebody watching the stream, one of the developers is like, nah, that ain't right. That's just my guess, okay? But I highly doubt we'll have the Dreadnought for use of the alpha. All right, let's see. Couple more questions. Is there a steal quest? That would be pretty dope, wouldn't it? Is there a chance that I use one of the small ship with stealth ability and get inside one of the big enemy ships? Yes. 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 More on that in a later stream. Sorry if I missed, but no walking on planets. Nope. You are flying in your ship all the time, doing your thing. Everything is in your ship. Think of the ship as you. You is the ship. Now you can fly down to planet side and do. Gosh dang it! Those ships are not supposed to be seen yet. Oh my gosh. Okay, you can fly down to like planet side locations and whatnot, which we are gonna do right now, so we can take on some jobs. I'm trusting that the bug that we had last time has been fixed. I hope. So we're gonna try to fly down here to Nefty's plains and get some jobs and show you what those look like. And then, and not too much longer than that, we're gonna be, ooh. You know what, let's do this unknown signal. I'm intrigued. Oh, I see some drones. I see some debris. All right, let's take these guys out. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Should be some quick exploration here. I don't think we're going to be able to find a way inside this asteroid, but we did find an iron deposit. That's kind of nice. A couple iron deposits, actually. But I'm more interested in this debris field over here. Let's see if there's something to grab. Looks like it. Alright, some sensors and a railgun. Nothing too fancy about this this wreckage. Alright, so we'll just keep going. I don't actually know if we can log on to the right location. There's so many locations right here. So we're just gonna fly past the stuff we don't need, and we're gonna go down to the planet itself and pick up a job. Or 2, or 7. Here we go. Hey, no crashing. Okay, don't look too much, okay? We're not going to talk about this area, okay? Just ignore everything you see, all right? Your wandering eyes. I sense your presence. We're just going to... as intentional to show you how well the shields are in EVERSPACE 2. All right, so we're going to go here, and we're going to go to the job board. We're going to see some new options here than what we saw from last week, in fact. Maybe not. We have a distress call, which I don't think is actually fully done, so I'm not able to really show you those, but we do have delivery. This one's pretty good. And the way that these jobs work, pretty straightforward. You can kind of see, we'll talk about all of this coverage real quick. So above me, right here, we have a lot of different things going on. We see in the upper left, there's the experience, 500. We have the credits in the upper right, which are 1,100. You have the standing that you have with that particular faction, right? So this is GMB trading. You can kind of see that really small pip right there, that little pip, boop, boop, boop. That guy is like super low tier, right? If we reach this next pip and this one, that increases our standing with that particular faction. And then these are our rewards for completing the job. This is the mission information about the jobs. You can tell that we haven't fully written out all of the details for these yet because it's just a bunch of numbers, and that's boring and dull. Don't worry, we'll have that all filled out whenever the game reaches full release. But I'm pretty sure we can do this one, I hope. So we'll go ahead and take this delivery option. Who needs worker drones? So we'll take that. We'll see if a distress call works or if we'll crash the game. Who knows? I do it for you guys. And then let's see, we can do... Our standing's actually getting pretty good with GMB mining. So we're going to do another minesweeper. And we'll do this. Okay, we can take this to the ulcer. That's good. And shipping, I hope. Job limit reached. Oh, listen to that sound, though. Beautiful new sounds for being denied. I love it. Oh, I do see a quick question in the chat. I want to answer super fast. Jeremy says, will there be any microtransactions in the game? Heck no, get that crap out of here. We don't want to do that. That's not our business model. We don't have any business with going in that direction. So, no. The answer is straight no. We are a premium business modeled company. So you buy once, play forever. All right, let's go ahead and look at the jobs that we got and figure out what we need to do. So this one, deliver worker drone to trading outpost at Union Bridge. Wait, do I need to buy worker drones first? Uh-oh. Oh, whoops. Oh, cool. This is nice. Player perks. We can talk about that later. All right. So, we are going to go back to the station really quick and see if we can buy the drones. Because I think it's not letting us dock because it has to go through all these new jobs first. And also, yes, that was very much an E moment. I didn't actually know that was added to the perk screen. But yeah, for those of you who aren't familiar with the perks, oh my gosh, there's so much happening, bouncing around. But the perk screen, those are your permanent upgrades whenever you level up. So you will choose between different options as you level to give you passive or active abilities through the course of the game. We're not entirely ready to show off everything that is in the perk screen yet, so that subtle little accident right there, feel free to screenshot that, share it with your friends, say, oh my gosh, they did an oopsie, it's fine. But know that is incredibly work in progress, and there's going to be a lot more coming and a lot more to talk about at a later point. So, boom. All right, so let's go to the shop and see if we have to buy the things needed here, maybe. Where are the jobs that I need to complete? No, not perks. Okay, they are right here. Okay, missions. I know how to navigate these menus, dang it. Okay. All right, so the delivery, we need to deliver worker drones to trading outposts at Union Bridge. So 5 worker drones. So 5 worker drones. I don't know if they have any worker drones. I don't think I saw any. Yeah, I don't see any. Could be really difficult to deliver worker drones when I don't have any worker drones. So I think we're just going to ditch that mission, unfortunately. Distress call. Defend the ships. Let's go ahead and just track this one and try and complete that one. This one needs 5 Wig Horde cores. That one's also probably going to be tricky to do, but we'll go ahead and keep it for the moment. So let's go ahead and do this distress call, which should be completed enough. Whew! This random side out here is where we are going. You can see whenever you pick up a mission and it says, hey, you need to go to this place and do the thing. I can't remember who was asking about it. I'm so sorry. But this is kind of like your generation of new jobs that give you an expansive amount of content even in the late game. Woo! Also, I just want to give a huge shout out for my coworkers diving into the stream being like, oh my gosh, Eric, what the heck are you saying? What are you doing in this stream? And they're just like, look guys, this is how it is. So thank you. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Hans Christian. Thank you guys for jumping in and just being like, okay guys, this is how it is. Casper as well, I see you doing your work. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. So let's go try and save some ships from their destruction. Here we are, some G&B freighters. Man, they're taking some damage. Hopefully we can help them out pretty well. Blasters feel good. They're a little bit hard to aim though, because you have to be up close and personal. Let's get this missile drone out of the way. Beautiful. Oh, there's more of them. Ooh, all right. Oh, just drones? Psh, easy peasy. Perfect. So now, whenever you complete a reward, it says, job completed, claim rewards. So you don't have to pick up this stuff immediately. There's a couple reasons for that, because you might not have enough storage for the stuff from the reward. So here we do. So we're going to go ahead and go to our missions. And right here it says claim rewards. This UI is still a work in progress, by the way, so there's probably going to be something a bit more obvious, like a big button in the middle that says claim rewards. You know, it's just my guess, but we're going to make sure that you can see exactly what's going on. So we click the button, and now we have new stuffs. Simple as that. Let's see. That's all we can really use for the moment. We're going to organize by value, just because it's easier for me. Awesome. Back to space. Oh wait, what's our next mission? Minesweeper. Okay, so let's go ahead and track this one and go complete that job. Keep working up our reputation. Completing tasks. And as you know, variety of missions is incredibly important. We don't want to have you guys doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. So we are looking at a lot of diversity when it comes to giving you things to do. I know that I've shown the Minesweeper one several times already, in fact, but that's because it's one of the few that's like working right now. So rest assured, you will have a lot of different options through the varied factions that you encounter to complete different objectives. Will hacking ship be in the game? We do have some ideas about hacking and what that looks like. We don't have anything to show at the moment. So that'll be for a future stream, future reveal. But yeah, that is I like that. I like that idea. Jackson, I love your comment there. This is a terrible weapon for clearing mines. Okay. Good. I'm new to these streams, so apologies if you covered this already. No worries whatsoever. Possible for outlaws to like you if you continuously attack their enemies, or will they always be hostile? I think that's an interesting concept that you have going on there. We will have more pertaining to the reputation of outlaws in the future and how that all operates. The long and the short of it is, I love that question and I so want to explain it to you in more detail, but it's not ready to be shown nor talked about yet, so we'll keep you posted. A very good question. Minesweeper! I missed one. There we go. It's done. Reward! Level up! Look at all the things happening. Feels good. Something to talk about with leveling up. You see that there are a bunch of different statistical increases there. Nice and simple. We have a job completed. We got an upgrade token. Oh my gosh, so many things to talk about. So let's talk about them. Those upgrade tokens go straight to your ship. These upgrade tokens allow you to customize your devices that you have obtained, whether through tradings or missions. And those upgrade tokens will provide adjustments to the devices. So you can change, for example, the mode of the device itself. This can make a missile defense system not only fire at missiles, but also to mines if you purchase the right mode using your upgrade tokens. So a lot of different complexities in that alone. In addition to that, the leveling up, you know what? I'm just going to go to the perk screen just for a brief moment, and I'm just going to talk about this really briefly, okay? So here you go. You're welcome. This wasn't even scheduled to be in the stream, but we're just going to talk about it briefly anyway. Basically, in this stream, in this perk location, this is where you would choose your varying upgrades as you're leveling up in order to gain additional benefits, okay? So that's one of the elements of leveling up, in addition to gaining those small statistical increases that you saw to your ship. So like behind my head here, these stats are what's kind of like slowly moving up and getting better through the course of the game, including behind me there, other hand, this one right here, your handling and your cruise speed. Those are quite invaluable. Even though those do vary based on the ship, you can still upgrade those and modify those based on your equipment. And I think even when you're with your leveling, I hope. Oh gosh, now I feel like a liar. Anyway. So yeah, so there's a lot of things that are going to be happening through that. That's about as much as I want to show you about the perk screen, honestly, because it's not really fully ready to show yet. We're going to talk about that a lot more in the future, okay? I promise. I keep pushing the button that goes there, so screw it. There you go. You got a little sample, but we're going to be talking about it later, okay? It's for the future. More information later. All right, so we got another minesweeper. We're going to claim the rewards. Not enough cargo space. Look at that. The game knows. It knows. So we got to empty some things out. Let's just go ahead and destroy this iron. And we're not going to use this cargo unit. We're just going to destroy it. And now we are going to, we're going to complete this. Boom. We can track this delivery, even though I don't think we're able to complete it. And we got some new items. Perfect. And that's kind of the general how jobs happen, okay? Jobs. That's a keyword. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. And then we are going to explore some of the stuff that you guys have been doing and also talk about one new piece of concept art that I'm delighted to show you, and maybe show you the effects of a certain consumable. That's what it's called. We're going to show a consumable in-game operating at peak performance, so you can see all the fun little traits. So we will be right back after a short break. Know that there are plenty of locations that you should be following if you're not following already, including our Discord, our Twitter, our Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, Instagram. Like, all of those things are going to be flashing up on the screen right now. They are great places to follow us for all the new and exciting information. You get this information basically first by following us at these points. In fact, when we make a couple of announcements in the future, if you guys have been coming to the streams, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I saw those things already. That's pretty neat. It's because you guys get that exclusive first look by making it to these sites. You hit us up in the Discord, you might even hear things just a tad bit earlier. Isn't that sick? Isn't that super cool? So you owe it to yourself. If you want to know anything and everything about EVERSPACE 2 and you want to know it first, you need to give us a follow at all of these places in order to stay in the know. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got some stuff to show. Whee! So I wanted to show you guys this sticky turret. I think it looks pretty sick. This is one of the consumables that you guys will be using on your ship. That is a pretty powerful addition to EVERSPACE 2 in actuality. So something that's going to be mad fantastic about this little tool is that, and you've seen me use this before, but whenever you launch this at an asteroid, it plugs itself on and it's just starts, and it's just taking things out for you. It's quite a satisfying item whenever you can use it really well. It's ideal whenever you can plug it into like you're flying, navigating, weaving inside and outside of asteroids. What are you guys so distracted by? You're all like asking what was what. It's a turret, clearly. I mean, come on. You launch it at the ground, it sticks to it, and then it's freaking sick. Oh my gosh. You're acting like you just saw like a sneak peek trailer or something. But yeah, so we're really happy with how this is all coming together, because like what you see here, like this is basically how the item is modeled in the game. Right? Like that's pretty nuts. And you also get the nice scale there with the little dude over there. Just a little dude over there. He's all like, I don't know what I'm doing, and that's fine. These are pretty hefty things. Look, they're even powered by like little batteries. Look, see? You can see right there. I'm sure that those are just like some septuple A's, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Yes, okay, we'll talk about the trailer. Yes, we've got some stuff that's in the works, and we're getting really stinking close. So you all need to keep watching, keep watching, keep listening in all of our locations to find a little bit more as time goes on, and it will be fantastic. All right, so I also wanted to quickly cover some of the community stuff. Just because you guys do a lot of fun things. You have a really fun time. If you guys were present for the stream last week, you know that I had some technical issues, and this really covers it all really well. This is from Excel, from our community, who just threw it together really quickly. Basically, so you're in the know, I would fly down to Nefty's planes and it kept crashing. And I really got upset. So pretty accurate meme. I'd say 11 out of 10. That's good. So we also have some pretty cool fan art. If it loads, hello, there it is. This one was actually done by Hazy, who's here present in the chat right now. And I can't remember what your trick was to doing this, but this was using the photo mode. And then he obviously modified it with some major color correction. I think that looks pretty freaking boss myself. So Hazy, well done on putting that together. I think that's great. I want to print a poster of that out and stick it on my wall. That's pretty stinking sick. We also had Nefty's planes, not Nepty's planes. Yes, there's no apostrophe. Yes. Oh, wait, was there an apostrophe in that meme? Oh, my gosh. I need to scold it. Oh, that apostrophe. How dare you never submit a meme like this? As your meme lord, I decree perfection every time. Oh. Okay. Now that we have that out of the way. So this is Hazy's work. Well done, Hazy. Looks great. Wonderful. Then we also had some stuff. I had to scroll through the fan art a little bit. All right, guys, I had to do a little bit of picking, and I have to say, I think that you could all do a little bit better. I think that you could really populate that fan art so we could have a really wonderful time to talk about your stuff that you've been making on these streams. I want to show your work. I want everybody to see it. I want people to know that you are an awesome human being who can do crap like this. So get on that, okay? If you got an ounce of creativity in your body, heck, if you don't and you just want to throw something on the screen, like drop it in the fan art and let's talk about it. I love this type of things. I know how to English, okay? Don't judge me. Let's go to Scientist. Scientist, this is a Lego set. that he put together. Was it through Blender? I know you're in the stream. I can't remember. Can't remember if it was through Blender or what it was through. But basically, 2 angles of it. We got this angle, the butt, and then we also have the front of it. You can see a little bit more detail there. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty great. Makes me happy. And that if you're looking at this and you don't know what ship it is, you're fired, okay? But we're getting a lot of love, not only through EVERSPACE 1, but also seeing the stuff that you guys do through EVERSPACE 2. It is pretty stinking great. I have been slowly seeing more and more little Lego jobs that you guys have been doing. Keep it coming, man. I want to, oh my gosh, I love this type of stuff. It shows your excellence and your commitment to making greatness. Lego is definitely something that takes great care and understanding in order to put together. So keep it coming. That's really, really cool stuff. Then we also have this one, which was just a light adjustment to the announcement that was made. Just kind of like fit it in there behind the ship that's flying. Thought that was a pretty cool look that it gave it. So yes, so for those of you who missed the announcement, we did follow up and say, yes, this is confirmed 100% at the PC gaming show. We do have another trailer to show, and there's also going to be an exclusive interview with Michael, the CEO of Rockfish Games. So thank you, Hazy, for pointing that out to the community. And thank you for PC Gamer and everybody else out there who supports us, who loves on us, who wants to show our work to the world. We want to show it too. Let's work together and make it awesome. So get excited for that, June 6th. Beautiful. All right. I think, I got one more. I got one more image to show you guys. This one comes from ECKE. How would you guys pronounce that? Ek? I'm not sure. Eek. Either way, they went ahead and they took their Sentinel from the prototype and they plopped it in a scene that they thought was, appropriate for PlanetSide with the destroyed cityscape in the background. I think it comes together pretty well. Definitely enjoying it. I want to see more of the stuff that you're doing because that's all I have today. That's it. What? I know. So now we have to awkwardly close all of these. Oh, except for we could watch this again. What's this? I forget. Okay, excellent. That was nice. That was nice. Oh, what's on my desktop? Oh, is there anything bad? Oh my gosh, no one look! It's fine. All right. Yeah, that's what we got. I'll go ahead and post this sticky turret in the background just for a brief moment. Because I want to go ahead and give away a key that was so generously gifted to us. I want to find the name of this individual. So actually, I need to do a thing. 1 second. Want to do a thing? 1 second, please. Thank you for your patience. We're just pop this open and gather the deets. So the individual in our community who decided to gift this to you guys is Equitas. I think that's how it's pronounced. I hope that's how it's pronounced. And what we're going to be doing is I am going to, basically, I'm going to have you guys post in your respective stream. Actually, you know what? This is too early. I think this is too early. Maybe we could wait a little bit. I think we could wait. We could make an exciting little announcement at the very end of the stream using this promo. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I changed my mind. It'll be for the better, I promise. Because what I want to do now is I want to go back into the game and show some more stuff off. Woo! Excuse me. So go ahead and check out those links while you wait for me to prep the stream once again. We're going to be diving into another familiar territory, doing some combat, showing off some devices, stuff like that, so that you can get a nice helping of awesome, as well as ask many more of your questions so that we can have a good time together. So give me just a moment or two to prepare the elements. Remember, joining the Discord, joining the Twitch, or YouTube, all the things. All those things are great to stay in the know. It's pretty remarkable stuff. I do see a question. I'll answer a couple of these questions while I am poking about. And let's see. One of the questions is how to get alpha. You had to be a Kickstarter backer. We are working with individuals on a per person basis. So if you actually send us an email at support@rockfishgames.com and let us know what tier you wished you could have supported, we might be able to work with you on something. Maybe. I don't know. So shoot us an email. That could be your ticket into the alpha, which is being released soon. Thanks for your patience as I get this stuff set up. We are almost ready to start things over again. I think that I am going to do another race challenge out of shame. If you guys were with us last week, you know that I was feeling pretty cocky about the time that I got with my racing abilities. Turns out I was about 10 seconds behind. So we're going to see if we can't do better. Maybe we can. Maybe it'll be completely embarrassing once again. No worries. It'll be fine. Unfortunately, I cannot do the race without inertia dampeners. They are not a toggleable ability just yet. But I do like your idea. I like that. I like that idea a lot. We can explore action freeze once again as well. I'm currently trying to make sure my game isn't crashing so I can show you new stuff. Oh boy. Okay, so I am currently trying to get the game working again, and I'm having just a little bit of a snag. So I really do appreciate your guys' patience through this. Since these are working builds, sometimes we have some issues here and there. It's just kind of part of the process. So I want to direct you all towards the Discord, actually. So the Discord, we have a lovely little community there. It's a really good time. There is a link on the screen in the lower left right now, in fact. And I think in the Discord is where I want to see you guys post the keyword to win a potential prototype key. So join the Discord right now because there's a 5-minute timer before you can type if you want to have a chance of getting in. Meanwhile, I will do my due diligence and get a new build running right now so that you guys can get right back into the action. Which channel, asks Ray. I think that we should go into the hype channel. So you're going to scroll down until you see EVERSPACE 2 Alpha. And there's going to be a little channel there that says hype. And if you guys know what the code is, I just posted an exclamation point. I want you to drop it in there. And I'm going to very quickly add in the number of people that know what it is to a little giveaway for a prototype copy. It was a keyword that I said earlier in the stream. I'm actually kind of impressed. So far, I've only seen one person get it right. That's gonna make putting in all the names that get it correct really easy. Keep guessing, guys. I did clarify that it was a keyword. Yeah, this is kind of funny, but I like it. All right, so I am almost ready to show you what I've been trying to adjust. Sorry about the delay and all of that. My goodness. Just a little bit further and away we will go. If anyone is wondering why everything is taking really long, it is because I'm preparing a scenario for you guys so that you can see some stuff. It's nothing too crazy, but it should be nice. It should be a delightful conclusion to the stream as we announce the victor of the community given key for you guys to possibly win for the prototype of EVERSPACE 2. So just one moment longer, and we will get all up in this for you guys. Okay, I think that's going to be enough submissions in the channel, so thank you all for plugging in what you thought was the word. I am writing down several individuals who wrote down job, and we'll see who's going to win a prototype key. So I'm plugging everybody in who said job, which was the keyword. Kaji Bojki was the first person to get it right. So thank you for that. Biotech says jobs, I'll take it. Sindhu says jobs, good. Pixelator got it. Jimmy Dowley got it. Cuz got it. Let's see. All right, so a small pool, hint of sarcasm, job, okay. You only get one submission though. Okay, so I plugged you all in. I'm just gonna do a random little thing, plugging you into a randomizer to see who gets it. So I don't have anything fancy to show on screen about my randomization. I just click a button and it chooses somebody random. So, sorry it doesn't look anything fancy or extreme because it was kind of a last minute addition to add this little key giveaway. So again, thank you. I want to say thank you to Equitas who decided to do this for you guys. He's submitting the key and it is going... I like how Equitas is actually in the running. That's pretty funny. Okay. So I'm posting the winner right now in the Discord. Biotech. Biotech has earned a key. So I'm going to go ahead and send that your way. I just need to find you. And I need to copy and paste this key, which is why everything is so awkwardly slow right now. I hope you are enjoying the music and the ship flying across the screen. So Biotech is going to claim it. I go ahead and I dropped the key in your Discord chat. Again, one more time, thank you so much, Equitas, for submitting your key for somebody else to snag. What an awesome community person. You guys are great. Okay, now all those shenanigans are done. Let's try and get back and do some more shenanigans inside of the game. So hopefully everything is set up, I hope. And we're going to do this. Whoop, my sound is going to be really loud, I think. Or it's going to be really quiet. How's that? Okay, that's good. I liked this background in particular. I did have to do kind of a factory reset, so I don't get to use all of the cool devices and whatnot. But I do want to show you the scattergun and how powerful it can be up close and personal. Just taking this guy, dropping his hole real fast. Delicious. We're also going to use a pulse laser. Nice, common, chunky sounding pulse laser. Feels good. With some standard missiles to boot. And maybe if we're really lucky, we'll get a nice photo to show photo mode one more time. Don't want a pod. Nobody wants an outlaw pod. Those things are nasty. Looks like G&B might be helping us out. Perfect. And one last guy. We got this Outlaw Destroyer. A lot of you have seen this guy already, but no worries about that. Because it's always important to show things so that you all know whether you have been here for the whole time or are just seeing things for the first time, how some of these ships and systems work. For this particular enemy, when his armor goes down, a weak point opens up that you can see right here. These yellow spots take increased damage, and you can drop them way faster. Then his armor comes back up, and we have to find a way to bring him down again. This is just one example of a weak point on top of a mini boss, essentially. Maybe we can get a good shot in here. Oh yeah, that's a good shot. There's some chunky shots, actually. And if we had a bunch of really cool devices and tools, we could probably do this even faster. It happens with the streams, no worries. But what's great about showing you what a factory default ship is that even whenever you don't have all the fancy tools and abilities, you can still hold your own if you know how to fly well, if you know how to take care of the situations that you have to dispose of. And it's not too bad. So here in this photo mode, we'll actually just look at this kind of aggressing the target, if you will. Some of the tools that we are giving you, we have this field of view slider, so we can make things real crazy. Or, make it nice and subtle. We also have the aperture, which if we want to put all the focus on that explosion, boom, we got the full force right there. Oh my gosh. Or, if you want to have the focus on your ship with the explosion in the background, something like this maybe. Oh, it's kind of hard. It's hard to see, so maybe we need to increase the exposure. For a lot of different ways that you can kind of customize the shot, that's going to help you out just a little bit more, depending on what type of angle you're taking and what you're trying to accomplish. This is actually not a very good shot, but it's for just like showing you what you could do. That's kind of how the action freeze operates, so that you can take your photos and share them with all of your friends and say, hey, check out this really sweet game that I'm playing. It's the best video game that I've ever played in my life. That's what you're saying to all of your friends, right? Awesome. And from there, then people can see like some really sick shots that you have composed yourself of the assets that the wonderful Rockfish team has been working on to make everyone just happy and lovely good times. Let's try and take this guy out with a couple more high-powered shots. Oh, that'll do it. I wanted to see if I could have one of those cool guys never look at explosions shots, you know, where you kind of have the explosion behind you for a silhouette. I can dream, can't I? Okay, let me try and change the field of view a little bit. Maybe we can make something happen here. That's not too bad. I'd give it a C minus. Anyway, all right, there you can kind of see what I'm going for. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so we are, look at that. Isn't this a nice little place? This is a pretty neat place. This isn't something that I can talk too much about. We can really only go to the station here. Uh-oh. Which station can we go to? The main station or the other one? One of these I'm allowed to show and one of them I'm not. Oh my gosh, how hilarious is this? So just appreciate the beauty of this scene as we continue to talk back and forth at one another. If any of you have any questions about all of the stuff that we've shown, I encourage you to please do so. I mean, we love to share new things that we're working on, things that were old and need to be adjusted. We love to talk about new ideas and concepts, and we want to make sure that you guys know where we're at with development and what our plans are, so there's nothing that shows up where you're like, wait, what? Why did you guys do that? Why have you done this? You know, we don't want any of those situations to occur. We want to make sure everything is super transparent, and you know what we're doing. It's pretty straightforward, I think. So yeah. So what are your questions? Oh my gosh. Hey, Gaming Mike, welcome to the stream. We're getting close to ending it. Will this have ultra-wide support like EVERSPACE 1? Hint of sarcasm. Yes, it will, in fact, have ultra-wide support. This photo editor is so cool. We agree, but we're still working on it, so it's going to be even cooler. That's right. Show the teaser again? What teaser? I don't know what you're talking about. Michael. Can I post the teaser in the Discord so everybody can see it without my face in the way? Or is that gonna be posted to the Rockfish YouTube? I don't even know. No, he says, no, I am not allowed to do though. You only got the teaser from in stream. That's it. That's the only plot you got it. So, we'll run it one more time. Oh my gosh. So this is the last time I'm running it. Let me see if I can, it's the last tease. All right. Is it still a tease if I'm teasing it for a third time? Probably. I hope. Oh wait, wait for it. I need to do one more thing. Whoops. Okay. It's the last time I'm showing this, dang it. So pay attention. And I'm just gonna boop. All right, there you go. You're welcome. I'm done teasing that, dang it. No more. You've seen all of it. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about this sticky turret again. But no, so you guys, seriously, you guys have been great. You guys have been fantastic. I've teased you so many times. I think I was only allowed to show it once, so I'm probably going to get reprimanded for that. But you know what? I love you guys. So there you go. You're welcome. I hope that you enjoyed that. You're going to get a lot more very soon. Very soon. So keep your eyes peeled in all the locations that we are making our presence known, and make your presence known too. Like, if you're an active member of the community, what's really stinking cool is that your involvement just within that space alone could trigger more involvements specifically with Rockfish Games itself. In fact, I want to give a big shout out to Hazy right now. He is one of those characters who is living to serve you amongst the community. He is now a moderator for us because he's anywhere and everywhere trying to inform and direct people. And it's a wonderful good time. If you want to be somebody that has that type of engagement, that direct charisma to engage with a developer, and you want to like see what your skills and abilities can do, I encourage you to be like Hazy and engage. Be like Hazy and commit time. Commit some fan art. You know, just be who you are. Show us who that is, and let's have a conversation. It's a really good time. You guys aren't just numbers to us. We engage with you and make fun of you a lot. It is a great time if you make it that time. So definitely pursue that if that's, you know, something that you, of course, want to do. All right, so I think there's only one other thing. Wait, no, we already did that. Hang on, I gotta check my records. Make sure all the records are set straight here. Yeah, okay, so we're good. All of these things that are in tiny little thumbnails on my screen, yes, they have been shown, in fact. You know, I just feel good. I just really like Hazy right now. We're just going to post his little image right there for everybody. Whoops! And then I close it immediately. Whoops. Let's try that again. This is our background for the rest of the stream. So, yeah. Are there any last second questions before we conclude the screen? The scream? The stream. Don't worry, I'm not going to scream. Oh my gosh. Pixelator says, I need to see more. Yeah, unfortunately, we had a little bit of a bug with my last load, so I wasn't able to show you too much Pixelator, but don't you worry, next week, we're going to be showing you just a little bit more things. Just a couple. Let's see, is next week the 5th? Is that right? Oh my gosh, hang on a second. Is that the day before the reveal? Is my calendar correct here? That could be a fun stream. Definitely show up next week. It should be good. I just see everybody who's so hyped right now. And there's no questions being asked. Oh, on YouTube we have some questions. I am so sorry, YouTube. You are my friends too. Let me answer some question. All right. So District Edits asks, and he asked a while ago, my apologies. If you were able to fly at normal speed, not warp, going in one direction, would you hit a wall? Yes. So each of the areas that are designed that you're flying into, they're handcrafted in an intentional space. So if you get to a wall, you'll just cycle back around to re-enter that space. They're pretty large though, so you're going to take a little bit of time before that happens. Good question. Next question. Can you use photo mode from VR? So worst player, VR support is not currently on the table for EVERSPACE 2. I know that's really disappointing for some people, but I want to explain why, and you'll probably be happy. Basically, we explored VR with EVERSPACE 1, and it was kind of a mixed bag. What we ended up doing is having VR as an added mode to the experience. So if you had a VR headset and you owned EVERSPACE, perfect. You could use VR. If you didn't have VR, you still got the VR version of EVERSPACE because it was an all-in-one sort of bundle. Because of that, we didn't really fully invest all of the things into VR. It was more of a bonus to have by purchasing EVERSPACE. With EVERSPACE 2, if we go in the VR direction, we will make that its own separate application so that we can truly devote all of the time, all of the resources, and the dedication that it deserves to be as a VR title. So again, that's a big if, But that's kind of our mentality of where we were at with EVERSPACE 1, how we're moving into EVERSPACE 2. So I suppose the answer to your question is, can you use photo mode in VR, is probably no. But if we make a VR, I'm sure we'd find a way. District also asks, the same question. Yeah, no worries. Let's see. T3 Cube is wondering if about multiple systems being toggled like inertia dampeners, which is confirmed. We are going to have a toggle for inertia dampeners. Doubt it's going to be ready for the alpha. So if those of you who want into the alpha and you're like, man, I have to play with more realism, blah, you're not going to have it. Sorry. But it is an element that we have heard a lot of people requesting, and we are going to drop it in there. So know that that is in the work. So his question, will this count as being able to reroute power from the disabled systems to make other systems stronger? Will we be able to redirect power from... so kind of like if you turn off inertia dampeners, will it make your shields more powerful because it's out? I like that conceptually. I think that could cause a lot of problems from a metagaming standpoint, where then people are like, in the moment, they decide to go into the menu, they toggle a thing, and then they go back into the game, and there's something happens, and then they go back into the menu, and they toggle around some other things and go back into the game to like get the most optimal sequence of 10 seconds. You're like spending 2 minutes in the menus. We don't want to create an experience like that. So the short answer is no. We're not going to be making it like that. That would be way more trouble than what it's worth, not only for us, but also for you. So it's more going to be like, do you want your inertia dampeners to create drift for you or not? Yes, toggle. No, don't toggle. Simple as that. Yeah, extreme min-maxing. That's a good way of putting it, Blood Dragon. Sindhu asks, any secrets hidden somewhere outside of the marked ones? So there will be a lot of different secrets that you can very much find in the alpha whenever we get there. But we are going to be restricting you guys access to certain locations just because some are ready versus a lot that aren't. I still think you will be confined to the Ceto system. But more will open up in time. It's not going to be too long, all right? It's not going to be too long. David also asks, will there be any DLC for EVERSPACE 2? I think this is a really interesting, but still a good question. You know, some people kind of get a little weird about talking about DLC when there's still a year in development for the first game, right? Like for the first final release, right? But what I will say is that we have taken in a lot of ideas already up to this point from the community, as well as had internal discussions and debates about what we want to do with the game experience. So a big part of how development works from here is we say, yes, we really want to do a DLC, but our focus is creating that 1.0 release, right? So all of this added content that is a big, strong, this would be cool, is pushed off to DLC land, and our focus is getting that 1.0 release taken care of. Once 1.0 hits, and we end up having the resources, the time to add more content, that's when we're going to go back to that pool of ideas and suggestions and start working on a DLC then. So it very much plays in that sort of progression, and it's very important to talk about it like that because it's, yes, like we do want to make a DLC. A lot can happen to where we might not be able to. That would really suck. But the plan is to continue to build after 1.0 drops. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope that's really gravy. All right. I think that you guys asked some really amazing questions today. So I just want to pat you on the back for all of that. You guys are amazing. You're wonderful. You're fantastic. I want to see more of your fan art. I want to see your skills and abilities put to the test. All right. I want to see a banana that's been shaved into an Okar frigate. Oh my gosh. If somebody did that, I might send you actual money. That would be amazing. But no, I want to see you guys go crazy. Okay. Seriously. Put your skills to the test, drop it in the fan art, get involved with our communities. I'm going to drop this in here one more time because it's, it's really important. It also has music instead of awkwardly nothing. That's a bonus. Go to our Discord, Rockfish Games, on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Mixer, Instagram. Like, there's also a subreddit. Like, we're all over the place. Please follow us. Have a lot of fun. It's a good time. Harass us, but lightly. Mostly harass the community team. You harass the devs, that's actually against our policies, and we'll probably ban you. But we love you. It'll be a ban of love. So just be yourself. Let's have some fun together. I am talking way too much. Oh my gosh. You guys make me so excited. It's kind of ridiculous. So I'm going to bid you all adieu here and give you my constant sign off. My name. You guys have been awesome. I have been Eric Schrader, the community ambassador for Rockfish Games. Don't stop being awesome. We'll catch you in the next stream on the 5th, the day before. We have some really cool stuff to show, so maybe don't miss it. Toodles!